Alright folks, welcome back. It's me, it's Mysterious JG, and I'm accidentally pulling up stuff that you're not meant to see. Let's continue to trek through the Macalania Woods, which has a glittery dirt path through individual huge trees or something. Mesa Seymour ways, please hurry to the Macalania Temple. Obtained 2,000 gil, and we start climbing a tree, which is basically just clearly arranged to be a path for you. And not a real functioning tree at all. But, you know, whatever. And it's another one of these guys. Do I feel like fighting it again? Well, having played through the game before, I know there's a boss coming up reasonably soon, which means I don't want to waste my overdrives. Let's try to silence him. Alright, you can silence it. And I think it can use spells, although we didn't actually see it doing that previously. Maybe I can put it to sleep. It's immune to sleep. Just lost its turn. Maybe it did try to cast a spell. Or did we get a preemptive strike and I just didn't notice? Stolen Arctic Wind. Don't know what Arctic Wind as an item does, but now I'm curious. Deals ice damage to an enemy. Alright, well forget about that. It's not really that impressive. Let's do Power Break, in case it decides to start attacking us. Usually if you can't blind an enemy, that means that it does attempt physical attacks on you, as we just saw. Because if an enemy doesn't use physical attacks as part of its repertoire, the game generally does not bother to make it immune to blind. If anything, having it be vulnerable to the blind status might trick a player into wasting turns casting blind on an enemy that will never use physical attacks. That's why I'm almost positive you can cast blind on those like floating elemental enemies that only cast spells. I'm positive you can blind them, or use blinding attacks on them, and I'm fairly sure that they work. Alright, well here's some enemies you haven't seen before, and one of them just petrified. Titus. I mean, Kamari. Luckily in this game, petrified enemy is physically attacked, it doesn't instantly destroy them, it just means that nothing happens to them. And the enemies are gonna... Whoa! I take that back. Apparently they keep doing that, and, wow. That was unexpected. Well, Kamari's now dead forever, so, I mean, he's been shattered and broken. We'll never get him back. I hope you enjoyed Kamari while you could, folks.
Thinking isn't solving anything.
When do you ever think, Titus? So he is, in fact, still alive. He comes back with 1 hit point. Yuna somehow brings him back from the depths of beyond, even though he was turned into stone and then shattered. They use a soft on him, and then the individual bits of shattered stone become bits of Kamari. Luckily, he's no longer conscious, because the agony would be unbearable. But somehow we managed to get him back, so let's not overthink it. Extract mana. Fantastic. Yeah, there's a little treasure chest there that I missed, but it was like 3 Phoenix down, so it totally wasn't worth the effort. Alright, so it looks like I gotta be a little bit more careful about the petrify status.
This'll be easy.
Why do you think this will be easy in particular? Occasionally succumbs to darkness. That quote didn't to me mean what they probably meant for it to mean. I mean, succumbs to darkness I think that's supposed to mean that it can be inflicted with a darkness status ailment, but to me it's like occasionally this thing surrenders to the dark side. This creature is a servant of Emperor Palpatine. That was not, by the way, a new enemy type. That is the first, I think it's the first, maybe there's been others that I just wasn't paying attention, but that's the first palette swap of that enemy that way back, many videos ago, Tidus was fighting by himself when Riku arrived for the first time to fight him his first little bit of help. Excellent. I much prefer Dark Attack to Dark... I mean, Dark Buster costs more MP, and it only lasts for one turn. It seems like... If an enemy absolutely requires being hit with Dark Buster before it will be inflicted before the Dark status attack will be inflicted, that just seems like a rip to me that there is such a thing as Dark Attack. Hey!
Have you seen Donna?
This is more lines than Bartello usually
Can't
gets.
say I have.
What's up?
What up,
We got
Mach?
separated on the way here. Damn it all! I've got to find her.
Usually I'm staring at her ass, and it makes it easy to find her, but
But
can't believe you got
if
separated from
anything
her.
happens to her,
Running around in a panic is not going to help. Right now, you have to keep cool and search.
but
Her butt!
Guard your emotions.
I love it!
Then guard your summoner.
Slow zoom, or quick zoom.
you're right.
Shall we search?
No, I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Sir Aaron.
Blitzball victory. I like Bartello. Seems like a nice guy.
What's up?
You moved.
Oh, I just wanted to wish him good luck.
She just happens to know exactly what happened. I am actually shocked that it's just a short little sequence. A comment as always about how it's weird that Bartello will now wander around by himself with no one to help him, being attacked by the enemies that it generally requires at least 3 of our party members to deal with. Doesn't even have Donna to summon monsters or whatever. It's just Bartello out there trying to beat up stuff with his bare hands. 2, I'm really surprised that didn't end with Tidus going, "Guard your emotions, guard your summoner. Your words that day, Orin, really stayed with me." It seems like the kind of thing he'd normally fixate on very briefly. Or the dialogue would lead us to believe he's thinking about it deeply, even though it then never gets mentioned again. Alright, seriously, we've killed enough of these things now. You've seen how it works. They're not really that dangerous. It just takes a couple of turns to wear them down. There's no one attack that's gonna take them out just like that. It's Harpo. He's gonna do the stolen silverware bit now. It's hilarious.
A butterfly with rainbow wings will lead the way to secret things.
Okay. At Galania Woods Butterfly Hunt, approach the butterfly of many hues, and its red and blue brethren shall appear. Try to catch 7 of the blue butterflies, but beware the reds, for they call powerful fiends when threatened. Butterflies disappear after a certain time. Try catching the blue butterflies while avoiding the red ones. Here's the thing. This mini-game, encompasses a couple screens. You need to succeed in every stage of this mini-game to get Kamari's ultimate weapon, if memory serves. But I kind of don't feel like messing with it right now, and we have to come back later and do it several times to get Kamari's best weapon. So, are you guys cool with me not doing it right now? Okay, thanks. Oh, well, except I just accidentally activated it without meaning to. but then, oh, I was supposed to run the other way, so never mind. We did just, I activated it and then immediately failed because I walked in the wrong direction. Once again, a tree that isn't in any way a real tree, it's just clearly a path. I like that the enemies around here are color coordinated. Now, let's get rid of this thing before it petrifies us. And we die the same way Kamari did. In screaming anguish. Well, he gets turned to stone, and then he's brought back to life in screaming anguish, I should say. Actually, give you a chance to do something cool. Let's use an electro marble. Oh, didn't finish it off. Oh, sorry, Riku. I was trying to give you a chance to get a kill. That's how it's done, Riku. Wait, that's how it's done, Riku. That's how it's done, Riku. I'm still working on it. That's how it's done, Riku. Oh, Riku, that's how it's done.
Everyone, focus on the enemy.
Not on killing each other. Surely you, Marusu, have awesome high potion. Ah, damn it! He's the only one who knows the flee command. Which is ridiculous. That's a Titus skill. And if I loaded my game, I think Titus would know that, and I think Riku would too, actually. Oh, they are immune to blind. So I was completely wrong when I said that it will let you blind them and waste turns blinding them, even though they don't use... Now that's interesting. She stole a fish scale. I think that's water attack on all enemies item? I'm not sure. But oddly enough, he knows that. And it's water damage to one enemy. Well, we can't flee now, so let's end this. There we go. Alright, couple more sphere grid points, and yeah, this boss battle might actually be quite challenging, because like I said, I did a lot of off-screen leveling, but now we're currently just figured after we beat this boss, I'll load that up. So my party will be quite underleveled during this next fight. Riku in particular is going to be pretty desperately underpowered when we fight the next boss. Now if you really want to be, like, got a great shot of that monster's, it seems to have like dual rectums going back there, but if you really want to, it's annoying for your viewers, but if you really want to make sure that you can flee from battles, you just have to make sure that the person who has the flee command is not in your starting formation. And well, unless the person with your flee command, the flee command for you is the fastest member of your party, which normally it would be Titus. Although Riku can get to be faster than Titus, but if you level them up weird like me, and Auron is the one with the flee command, you just have to make sure he's not in the party so that whoever's turn comes first can switch to Auron. But I don't feel like setting that up anymore. That was the multicolored butterfly we have to start, or touch to start the butterfly minigame that I'm not bothering to show you. You'll get to see all of that stuff later. It's just a mini game. It's and the Quacktars. I'll show you the Quacktars later. It's all stuff I'm gonna do later on in the game when we've got an airship and can fly back here and just do the optional stuff. Because it just feels like right now, like it's holding up the story. We want to find out, at least I would think you'd want to find out what the hell's going on with Yuna and the marriage. But first, let's have a word with Walker.
Welcome. Holiday prices on all items in celebration of Nice to See More Guado's wedding.
Wedding. Got any weapons? First strike, that's pretty good. Nothing with, nothing with the...
Too expensive, you think?
Too pricey, just right, too cheap. Why would you say too cheap? Say too pricey, it lowers prices.
How about this?
And it's all a bit cheaper, isn't that nice? But I still don't need any of it.
With these prices for a while.
Yeah, nothing with no random encounters, which is an power I'm really looking forward to having, actually. Since for LP purposes, it just makes things go much faster and smoother. And there's no explanation for why, but it won't let us go over here. Although that is a path. Just
wait. It is here. Somewhere.
It?
What's here?
You mean the clown that
something you
terrorizes children?
But, Sir Orin...
We really do need to get back to my quest. I am actually in charge of the party, you know. I love the little race car flames he's got on his sword. Like a 12-year-old designed his sword. It's the coolest sword ever. It's got like pictures of flames on it. It's like black metal, but it's got pictures of flames. It's awesome. And we're at the Makalani Woods Spring. And Yuna seems to be dashing ahead of us. And there's Orin and the rest of the party. Who knows? Who cares?
This place. It's just water, isn't it?
Wait, what the hell, man? Why are we wasting time looking at it? Oh. It's the stuff
that people's memories.
Made of. It's your hydrogen and oxygen combined. That's what water is. What, Walker, you're here?
Fiends are also attracted to these places.
With the boring-ass Final Fantasy X boss music. I don't know why, but I really don't like the Final Fantasy X boss music. And Orin seems to be glitched out because he's facing the wrong way, but everyone else is facing the right way. Interesting. Boss Spheromorph, immune to sensors. Okay. Well, first things first, let's get Kamari out here and see if he can learn any skills by lancing on it. And he can't. And just hit him with fire. So let's power break it, because it does seem to use physical attacks. And he runs off the screen and then comes back in this direction. That's weird. Yeah, the game is really a little confused on its display issues. Looks like it's made of water, so let's try thunder. Okay, it absorbs thunder. And casts fire on everyone.
It absorbs all spells except its one weakness.
You want to tell me what that is, Lulu? Well, it's casting fire on us, so let's try Blizzard. Oh no, it's frickin' Magimaster. It's Magus. It's changing its elemental shield. Great. Can you do Silence Buster? No, you don't even have that. Let's do Silence Attack. It's probably immune. Yep, it's immune. And it counters with water. So, okay, we know what its new elemental weakness is. It seems like whatever it's attacking with, you gotta hit it with the opposite. Let's try stealing from it. Stole ether. Let's get Titus out here. What can he do? Could use an electro marble. For whatever reason, whoever's in the middle always faces away from it. It's really not doing that much damage to us, actually. Maybe it's afraid of nothing. Yeah, and like, did Riku just run through the enemy and then behind it and then away? It's yeah, the switching animations and the stealing animations are very confused at this point. Alright, so it seems like our way forward is pretty clear. Use physical attacks to get it to attack us with its... to show us what its new weakness is, and then face away from it. I'm not even gonna dignify you by looking at you while I cast magic. So it ain't too bad here. Maybe I'm over-leveled even without the leveling up I did at the Thunder Plains. That would be kind of a bad thing. Although, I'd just forgotten what it used on, I think it used Blizzard. Yeah, apparently I was right. It's weird, you're just like, I can't even look at this thing, it's disgusting. Thunder in paradise. I didn't mean to do that. Thunder in paradise. Must when you're playing on theaters. Remember Thunder in Paradise? I do vaguely. Never really watched it. One or two jokes about it with Bobo. Anyway, just because Hulk Hogan was such a big part of the show. Thunder in paradise, mess with them and you're gonna die. And there was the one episode that we saw where, we saw the last few minutes of an episode where Hulk Hogan tells his, like, talking magical kit from Knight Rider boat, set course for England, dude! And it's like, it apparently does accept vocal commands to set a course for England, but we were just like, be a little bit more specific. I mean, England's kind of a big country. You know, you just want to, like, anywhere in England's fine, brother. Do what I tell you, magical talking boat, dude. Yeah, so this is kind of taking forever, and, kind of wishing now I'd brought my overpowered party just so I could have ended it fast. But as you can see, like, if you... now it's attacking every... I think when it gets down to half health, it becomes more dangerous. I just... missed what it was that it did to Kamari, so that was stupid of me. Blizzard. Alright. You know, when you stop facing away from it to attack. Oh. I guess it's not when it's half dead, it must be when it hits critical, because this would appear to be it being defeated. Alright, well. Yay us, we defeated Spheramorph. We did not get a, we did not get an overkill, although when I off-screened it, I did get an overkill, so... Because, yes, I actually off-screened it and knew how to fight that thing already. Obtained Jack's Sphere. I thought he would have two of those. And a level 2 Key Sphere, and that is why I thought it would be worth my time to off-screen. I got it to critical, found out what its weakness was, and then got Yuna to use the overdrive of the elemental specific Aeon. So I'm not going to bother to show you that, but because you've seen all the Aeons that I've got and what their overdrives look like, and you can understand that, yeah, clearly that would allow you to kill it with a very powerful attack. And I did it because overkill means double drops, and double drops when the enemy is dropping level 2 key sphere is a good thing.
Whoa, this is old. Don't know if you can play it back.
Jacked left it here 10 years ago.
Jacked? You mean Sin? Sorry,
Play
Jacked.
it back.
Don't know if you can play. I just told you, man. You're not listening to me.
What are you taking?
Well, you said it was going to be a long trip. We'll be seeing a lot of neat things,
Love the
right?
music.
So I thought I'd record it all in this.
It's kind of ominous.
To show to my wife and kid,
things.
This is no pleasure cruise.
Hey,
This ain't no
Braska,
disco. This ain't no fooling
ain't
around.
this supposed to be a grand occasion? We're the cheering fans, the crying women.
This is it. Too many goodbyes. People think twice about
I'm
it.
afraid I'm the only crying woman here,
If
Jacked.
you say so. Well, it better be a lot more colorful when we come back. A parade for Braska, vanquisher of sin.
Yeah.
Day will break soon.
Titus learned how to say exactly the wrong things to summoners on their pilgrimage from Jacked.
Warren, could you stand closer to him?
I think he's got cooties, Braska. Are you gonna... Thank you. Are you gonna go?
Good. That should do it.
What's the matter? Afraid I might bite.
Jacked.
Braska, you should take one too. It'll make a great gift for little Yuna.
I suppose.
Whatever. I don't actually care about Yuna.
We shouldn't be wasting our time like this.
Even back then, he was a...
What's the hurry, man?
Let me tell you what the hurry is.
I really need to use the bathroom, okay? Titus, you okay?
What's the point? He wasn't on some pleasure
I think that's the emulator and not the game.
I think there's more.
So they're all watching this? Alright. Well, that really wasn't very good.
Hey, if you're sitting there watching this,
I'm already
it
dead.
means you're stuck
Oh,
in
sorry.
Spira like me.
Uh-oh.
You might not know when you'll get back home, but you better not be crying.
Is this for Titus or his mother?
Although I guess I'd understand. But you know what? There's a time when you have to stop crying and move on.
The kid was like 6 the last time you saw him.
Remember, you're my son.
He used to cry when he was 6. It ain't that big a deal.
Well, never mind. I'm no good at these things.
Aw, he was gonna tell him he loved him. Aw. And now the entire party's like making fun of Titus. Oh my god, Titus's dad says he loves him. Ooh.
Anyways, I
Anyways,
believe in you. Be good.
nail Yuna and get Braska some grandkids.
Goodbye.
Oh, and me too, I suppose. Forgot about that for a second. Take good care of your mother. Don't let her like fade away to nothing.
serious. But it was too late.
You mean it is
He
too
was
late?
serious. Jacked had already accepted his fate.
Lulu's like, I gotta be here for this.
His fate?
Jacked he was always talking about going home to Xanarkand. That's why he took all those pictures. To show them to you when he
It
returned.
was Sin's Toxins, why I thought there was a
But as he
Xanarkand.
journeyed with us and came to understand Spira and Braska's resolve, it happened gradually. But Jack
The other party members must feel really uncomfortable at this
he
point.
decided he would join Braska in his fight against sin.
So then, he gave up going home?
That was his decision.
But Braska wasn't even cute. What was he
I
doing?
understood. My old man, he knew there was no way back home. Back to Xanarkand. He wanted to go home, but he knew he couldn't. He couldn't go on until he accepted it. Besides, even if he had found a way back, I don't think he would have left his friends behind before their journey was complete.
Yeah, but his friends didn't include a cute chick.
Let's go, guys. Maybe I had to start accepting my own fate.
Maybe I had to transparently start reacting to what we just saw. Jecht Spheres! Spheres that document Jecht's journey are hidden all over Sphera. Defeating the Spheromoth has unlocked the seals that once bound the spheres. Find them! Do it now! Orin has learned Overdrive Shooting Star. And, in fact, the Jecht Spheres, generally, the ones that you find from this point on are significantly shorter than that one was. You can watch them, they're just like cute little episodes from the journey of Braska, Orin, and Jecht, which to me seems like has actually be kind of a fun game in and of itself to just play through as those guys. But, although obviously you wouldn't have a lot of story freedom since their journey has to unfold the way it did, or this game doesn't work. But, Orin actually has 4 overdrives. We've only seen Dragonfang so far. He gets other overdrives by collecting more Jecht Spheres. So, why Jecht Spheres increase his overdrive and not Titus's, I don't really know, but I guess he just enjoys remember. Like, he sees them and he's like, oh, you know what, this brings me back. I remember I used to have more overdrives than this. And then he remembers them. That's pretty sweet. So, that's it. We got a new overdrive for Orin. From this point on, we can actually find Jecht Spheres, several of which are actually located at places we've already been, but you can't actually, they don't appear until you've defeated the Spheromorph. So, in theory, we might want to go backtracking at this point. Plot events are coming up that will prevent us from being able to backtrack easily.
Wait.
I was talking, Orin.
Jecht loved you.
I know.
Oh, come on, please.
At least he, like, is telling him this privately and not in front of the others this time.
Enough about my old man, okay?
I just thought you should know.
Okay.
Love is gay.
Thanks.
He's got cooties. Like, who wants, like, an older guy coming up to them and telling them their dad loves them? I don't know, it is one of those kind of awkward moments. Like, yeah, I mean, I know it's positive, but I'm a guy, and it is kind of weird. I'm sorry. Sorry, it just is. I was taught not to express emotions. I'm sorry. Adowaka wanders off. So let's save our game. And I just want to double check something. I believe we are about to hit the next big point where your affinity with other characters actually impacts the dialogue. And if so, it's a great place for me to end the video, because I've got some off-screen, I got to set up some save states where different characters have high affinity with Titus. And yes, this is the place. Oh, there's Klasko. Okay, we do get to chat with Klasko. They kind of wandered a long way away from Klasko on their own, with a lot of fiends to fight in the meantime.
Curse that Rin for taking up a place like this. He'll be rich by tomorrow, all on account of this celebration thing. What? You buying something from me? Great! I knew I could count on you, lad.
I always, like, go through the dialogue of buying something and then never actually buy anything.
Welcome to it.
It's just happy that you would even consider buying from him, apparently.
Hi there.
Hey, buddy.
Would you look at this? They always leave me behind. Oh, you want me to scratch you? There. Good boy.
How'd you know what it wanted?
I've always been able to tell how chocobos feel.
I'm half chocobo.
Maybe I'd make a better chocobo breeder than chocobo knight, huh? Hey, what job do you see me doing?
I didn't remember this. I thought this was a plot point in the sequel. But, he really wants you to tell him to become a Pokemon. He wants you to tell him to become Nobunaga and to lead your Pokemon into battle. Because there is a Nobunaga's Ambition Pokemon game coming out, unfreaking believable as it is. And as Bobo informed me, because we saw it in Japan, in Japanese, and I thought about buying it and then decided not to, and then found out later on that it was actually coming out in America. And Bobo, who didn't know I'd already found this out, sent me a message to inform me of this, the subject line of which was, Nidorino, what do you desire? But anyway, he really wants you to tell him to become a chocobo breeder, because despite appearances, apparently Klosko is a breeder. Well, let's tell him to become a chocobo knight, because he really doesn't want to hear that. He's clearly miserable as a knight, so...
Oh, really? For a moment, I thought you'd say breeder.
I clearly wanted you to. I don't think anything comes of you...
We'll have to get some new chocobos to rebuild our unit. I wonder how long that's gonna take. Oh well.
Yeah, I don't really...
Wow, I think this is the first time I've seriously thought about my life.
Wow, you probably need to have done that a while ago.
I think this...
Yeah, I don't really know what difference this decision makes, but clearly he wants you to say chocobo breeder.
Yeah, I think so too. You know, I might just give it a try. Should I resign my commission? Would Captain Lucille let me? Elma would probably laugh at me.
They already laugh at you. I mean, this dude do not treat you like a valued colleague.
Wow, I think this is the... Wow, I think this is the...
So apparently we need to wait until after he gets the F out before we can get that treasure chest. Oh, and there's enemies out here. Great. Fantastic. You know what? We haven't fought these guys, but they're all palette swaps. Just forget it. We need to end this video. So we're gonna go into here. Now in the sequel, it's interesting because I didn't really realize that there's certain connections between the Final Fantasy X and the sequel that I haven't played. I haven't played X in a long time. I played X2 a little bit more recently than X before this LP started, though I hadn't played either of them recently. Hey, now I'm an Aldred Sheboygan. But, yeah, in Final Fantasy X2, Owaka has put together some money to purchase this shop. And then, well, events unfold, and it really is not a particularly great business venture for him, and that kind of impacts his role in the game, and his little side story of you trying to help out Owaka involves this store. But yeah, I kind of forgot that he actually, they do have him express jealousy that Ren has got this, what he considers prime location in this game. Totally forgotten about that. I'm sure that dialogue was not written with the sequel in mind, but you know, the guys who made the sequel played through this game pretty carefully, I would say, looking for things to expand on. There's Orin taking a nap, it looks like. Looks for all the world like he's taking a nap. Now, is this place even supposed to have a door you can go through here?
I've heard Lady Una is to wed Maester Seymour. It is great news. I'd like to congratulate her.
But I don't dare.
It is a pity.
What?
I'd hoped Lady Una would defeat sin and bring the calm to Spear.
Una's still gonna journey, even after she's married.
Ah, that is also great news. Her resolve is admirable.
But, aren't they going to have like a honeymoon? They're just gonna skip that completely? What's the freaking point?
Would you like to hear about Macalania?
Hey, Macalania. Alright!
Lake Macalania is frozen over all through the year. It stays frozen, even on the hottest of days. It is said that the temple's faith is the cause of this fantastic phenomenon. And that is all for today.
You know, people complain. He talks very slow.
Hopefully, I can be present at the
and
wedding.
People do complain that he's boring.
It's not every day that one can attend such a joyous event.
They make a lot of fun of that in this game, and even more fun in Final Fantasy X2, of the way Macon just drones on and on. But actually, most of his speeches are about 4 lines long at the most.
Una's really quiet.
Too quiet.
Sitting here like this, you really get to thinking.
You're standing, Lulu.
Sitting here like...
Seriously? A wedding's not supposed to make people feel this bad, huh?
Oh, no.
Come on, don't say that.
Been to some weddings that made me feel kind of bad.
I say what I want,
really.
ever since I was a kid.
Oh, so you're an adult now?
You know it.
Either that or I'm a really tall, really overweight baby.
Anyways, how long we supposed to stay here, you think?
Hey, don't ask me.
Things have sure gotten complicated since Sir Aron joined us.
Wait, this isn't his fault, oddly enough.
Too?
No, I mean, Waka's got a point. Things really have gotten kind of complicated and weird since Orin joined, but this particular problem is not Orin's doing. And also, I like the fact that, like, how long we gotta wait here, yeah? Titus' answer should be, hey, I'm always, like, wandering into these situations where unless I try to leave the room, the plot stalls forever.
Still can't figure that guy out.
I thought he was, like, a beloved, heroic figure. Man, I guess just close proximity with him, and Waka's already starting to question his whole I'm mysterious, ask me a direct question and I will laugh personality.
Still can't figure that guy out.
Can we go now? I'm tired of waiting.
What? I'm tired of resting.
Can we go now? I'm tired of...
No,
hopefully
I'm trying to
it is not every day.
Interact with the screen back here, making... Alright, Fiend info. Chimera and Zyphos. I don't know why I'm bothering to do this, actually. Zyphos is high strength, so Power Break is recommended. Darkbuster is also effective. It's like a fight that we don't get credit for winning. Why in the world did I engage in this? Other than the fact that you can use Power Break on it, which I kind of forgot about. We didn't really get anything out of that, so whatever. And, that was a waste, but we might as well do the Chimera one, too. Chimera's HP is high, so be ready for a long fight. Use Power Break and Magic Break to reduce damage. Yeah. Alright. I don't have Magic Break, not on this, save. So there we go. Any info on what we can expect from a Yevonite wedding?
Temple not far. Why stop here?
What we doing here, baby?
Temple not far.
I'm anxious to see a wedding. Mara always gets a hookup at a wedding, baby.
Anything can happen.
Make sure you're prepared, right?
Alright, fine. Be a douche. Don't take my advice.
There is a saying, hurry up and wait. It means prepare quickly so you're ready for whatever comes next.
No, it doesn't.
Sounds like something an old man would say.
Forgive me.
Hurry up and wait is like... Hurry up and wait... that's not what it means, Orin. Hurry up and wait is when you are being put under constant pressure by some outside force to be prepared, and then you get stuck waiting around. It's usually something that happens when you're in somebody else's power. Like, for example, in the military, you have to hurry up and be there at 0500, and then you wait around for like 45 minutes to an hour before whatever activity you were there for actually happens. Or at the airport, you rush like crazy to make sure that you get there in time for check-in, and then you sit around for an hour waiting for, you know, the flight to show up at the gate. But if you were late for check-in, you get threatened with not being allowed to board. That's what hurry up and wait's about. So, yeah, take that, Orin. Take that, Final Fantasy X.
Just being honest.
And your misuse of hurry up and wait. Alright, Yuna, you're my favorite, and I waited to talk to you last. How are you feeling about your wedding to Mr. Creepy?
Don't forget to smile, remember?
Oh, you're right. I'll try and remember.
Yeah, that's great, Titus. Leave me the fuck alone.
Smiling.
Right. Keep at it.
Yeah, fantastic.
Smiling.
Right.
I'm glad to see that their mutual love of fake smiling hasn't been destroyed by all these events. And Anyway, folks, that's going to be it for now. I had intended in this particular recording session to play Dungeon Keeper 2 anyway, so I guess it's nice I got in a couple of videos of Final Fantasy X, since Dungeon Keeper 2 is being a bitch. When we come back, well, I actually got to do some off-screening now, because I want to get save slots where I have high affinity with Kamari, Auron, Lulu, and Riku. Luckily, the next little plot sequence in which the dialogue is impacted by your affinities, I don't have to have high affinities with Yuna or Waka. I don't have to have save slots like that because of the way this is all structured. It is irritating because, well, spoilers here, but there's a boss fight before the scene, and there's boss fight immediately before the scene, which means I'll have to beat the boss fight 4 different times when I've got different affinities with different characters. The things I do so that you guys can witness as much of the dialogue in this game as possible. Anyway, that's it for now. Mysterious JG signing off. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.